Have you ever tried to force a thought out of your head? Maybe you were on a diet, and the more you tried not to think about chocolate cake, the more you could practically taste it. Or maybe you told yourself you wouldn't get angry, and that just made you angrier. This isn't a lack of willpower, it's a psychological trap. And this very trap is the reason why 5,000 years of religious suppression have made humanity more sex-obsessed than any animal on the planet. Today, we're going to break down this trap by telling a simple, almost comical story about a farmer and a fancy suit of clothes. And this story will reveal a profound truth about the human mind and why the war against our own thoughts is a war we can never win by fighting. The story goes like this. One Sunday, a poor farmer was about to leave his house when an old childhood friend, whom he hadn't seen in years, came to visit. The farmer was overjoyed but had a prior commitment he couldn't break. His friend's clothes were dirty from his travels, so the farmer offered him a magnificent outfit, a precious coat, a turban, and beautiful shoes that had once been a gift from the king. His friend put them on and looked like royalty. But as the farmer looked at his friend, he suddenly felt jealous. He, the owner of the clothes, now looked like a mere servant in comparison. An uncomfortable thought began to brew in his mind. He immediately felt guilty for his jealousy and decided to suppress it. He resolved to think only of God and of noble things. After all, he told himself, of what importance is a fine coat or an expensive turban? But the more he tried to reason with himself, the more the coat and turban encroached on his mind. They arrived at their first friend's house. The farmer introduced his companion, saying what a lovely man he was, and then, without warning, he blurted out, "And the clothes? They are mine!" He was mortified. He had made a complete fool of himself. He apologized profusely to his friend, blaming his slip on his tongue. On their way to the next house, he steeled his mind. He made a firm resolution that, this time, he would absolutely not say the clothes were his. Now, when a man makes such a firm resolution, it usually means his inner desires are pushing desperately from the inside. We are what our weaknesses are, but we decide to fight them, and that becomes the source of an internal conflict. So, they go into the second house. The farmer is trying his best. He sees everyone admiring his friend's clothes, and the thought screams in his mind, "That is my coat and my turban." He fights it back. He struggles. He continues the introduction. "He is my friend, a childhood friend, a very fine gentleman." And then he says it. "And the clothes? Those are his and not mine." Another disaster. He had made it even weirder. After they left, he was completely confused. For their third and final visit, he went to the extreme. He swore to God with his whole heart that he would not mention the clothes again. But one should always be wary of those who swear such oaths, because it means the conscious mind has made a promise. But the vast subconscious mind is completely against it. When they entered the third friend's house, the farmer was a wreck. He was perspiring, frozen with anxiety. A huge push came from inside. He introduced his friend, and then the final, fatal blunder. He blurted out, "And the clothes? Pardon me. I won't say anything about them, because I have sworn not to say anything at all about the clothes." What happened to this man has happened to the whole of mankind. This is a perfect illustration of what psychologists call the law of reverse effect. The source describes it with another great analogy. Imagine a novice learning to ride a bicycle on a wide-open road. If there is one single stone on the side of that road, the rider becomes afraid he will hit it. The stone looms large in his mind, and the vast, safe road disappears for him. He becomes hypnotized by the very thing he fears, and in the end, he dashes right into it. For thousands of years, our religions and cultures have been telling us, don't hit the stone of sex. Our so-called saints and moral leaders have taught us to condemn it, to suppress it, to call it a sin. And what has been the result? Humanity has become more sexual than any animal on earth. We are haunted by it every moment, awake or asleep. Because of this constant opposition and suppression, our entire being has become neurotic. 98% of mental illness, of neurosis, is because of the suppression of sex. The very attempt to destroy it has made it the center of our consciousness. So what is the way out of this trap? It's not more fighting. It's not more suppression. The source is very clear on this. The answer is friendship. Not enmity, but friendship is to be made with sex. The first step is to drop the condemnation and accept this energy with a sense of joy and sacredness. To accept all that is natural in life, all that is God-given. Because here is the key. The one sentence I want you to take away from this entire video. The measure of your acceptance is the measure of your deliverance. When you stop fighting the thought, it loses its power. When you stop making it a taboo, it loses its hypnotic pull. When you accept it as a natural, divine energy, you can finally begin the real work. Not of destroying it, but of transforming it. That farmer could never win because he was fighting a part of his own mind, and neither can we. The path to freedom isn't through suppression, it's through understanding. Have you ever experienced this trap in your own life? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to know what that path of transformation actually looks like, make sure you subscribe, because in our next video, we'll explore how to turn this basic energy into love. Thanks for watching.